All right. Hello, everyone. How are you? Happy Friday. You have joined the Sincerely Maxine Reyes show right here on Jamaicans.com. And today we have a very special guest who took time out of his schedule to join us. He is a U.S. Naval officer, and his name is Jesse Iwuji. So he's a NASCAR driver and Navy officer. He's a lieutenant commander select. Congratulations, Jesse.
Thank
So
you.
thank you guys so much for joining us. Let us know, you guys know the rules. Let us know where you're joining us from. Drop a message, a heart, or something, and let us know the city that you're joining us from. And give Jesse an American flag because he's a service member. And we're just super excited to have him here. He doesn't have much time, as you can tell. He is in his car. And we appreciate you joining us between your schedule. And we know that you're busy, so we're going to just keep rolling in. We have folks that are coming on. And after we're done talking to Jesse, guys, do not leave because I have to announce the person that won the book. They have the joint book from the time when my husband and I were on live. So don't leave us. Just hang in there. Jesse has an amazing story, and we are ready to share. So Jesse, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you again for joining us and for taking the time out of your busy schedule, because I know you have a lot of great things to do, but you chose to be here with us today, and we appreciate
Yeah, thank you for having me.
it. No problem. So we're going to start off with telling you tell us a little bit about your background, because we love sharing military stories and just sharing stories of folks doing amazing things and blazing their trail. So tell us a little bit about your background, where you were born, raised, hometown, all that.
Yeah. So, originally from Dallas, Texas. I grew up there my whole life. Both my parents they immigrated from Nigeria to the U.S. back in the 80s before having me and my two brothers and my sister. So growing up in Dallas, yeah, high school football and football in general is king. And so I had this big goal of going off to college and playing college football and everything. So I worked really, really hard as a kid to get myself better at football so I could actually go play. And while doing so, eventually started getting recruited by the Naval Academy. And when the Naval Academy started recruiting me, I just looked at the opportunity as a great one to go off to a great school, get a great education, play great football for a team that was winning a lot of games. And then after that was all said and done, be able to transition and become an officer in the United States Navy. So I saw that as a great opportunity. I took that opportunity, went, played football 4 years, graduated in 2010, became an officer, and then my first assignments were on the ships. I actually went off to the ships, and I was on ships for my first 4 years in the Navy. While being on those ships, I went on a few deployments, two deployments actually, both to the Arabian Gulf. Spent some time over there. During my free time, I was really working on I really developing this passion towards cars and racing. And eventually that passion led me towards going to tracks and doing track days with some friends. And then from there, that led me towards wanting to actually get into real life racing. And one day I just made the crazy decision that I was like going to go after racing professionally and do it while still active duty in the Navy. And through a lot of hard work and a lot of grind year after year, I was just slowly kind of working my way up the racing ladder. So I got to a point where I was actually professionally racing in NASCAR.
Man, I mean, so I've sang the anthem at one of these games, and people, their fans are amazing. I mean, they love the game, right? And
Yeah.
so I noticed that you worked your way up. So this is the main reason why you joined the army, joined the Navy. It's the army.
Navy, the Navy, the biggest thing was, one, I got to go to the school that I liked a lot, played football there. And, after a while of that, I was like, like I want to, I want to do even more. I want to be in the Navy and do even more. And Navy gave me the opportunity to be able to do that.
And what was your career field, or what is your career field?
So in the Navy, I'm a surface warfare officer. So as a surface warfare officer, we're pretty much the ones that operate ships. We take them from point A to point B. If we got fire missiles, we fire missiles. If we got to take Marines from different places, we got to do that. That's what the Navy pretty much does.
Yeah. And then going back to your football, I mean, Army versus Navy. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
how many of those games did you win against us?
So yeah, I played against Army. I played against Army 4 years in a row. We beat Army all 4 years. We played against
Man,
Notre Dame. Yeah, I played Notre Dame 4 times, obviously. beat Notre Dame twice. We went to 4 bowl games, won 1 bowl game. But yeah, we had a really good time at the academy when it came to football. We really accomplished a lot.
I had an amazing time at one of those games. Actually, went to West Point, and the Navy played there while I was there for a leadership conference. And those guys they love their football,
Yeah,
and,
they
and
do.
and everyone's patriotic around. It's just a high energy, and I actually, it was my first time. It was my only game that I went to. I didn't get to sing the anthem at this one, but that's one game I would have loved to sing the anthem just because of the energy level. So I think it's just amazing that you played on that team,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so you got interested in entering the car racing arena. That's the number one reason?
The reason I wanted to really, get into racing was because, I've always had a passion for cars and racing ever since I was honestly a little kid. I always had this passion towards, cars, racing, and doing all that stuff. So, after, kind of developing that passion, I was like, why? I don't want to just keep this as a dream. Why not turn this into something real, turn it into reality? Like, why don't I actually go after this crazy, crazy goal and this crazy dream, that people sometimes will say is impossible. A lot of people will tell you can't do it because, you don't come from a rich family. You don't come from this, and that, and all that stuff. And I just, I didn't want that to become my reality. Like, I'm not the type of person to let other people's opinion of me become my reality. So I was like, you know what? No matter what anyone says, I'm going to make it to the top. I'm going to make it to the top of NASCAR. I'm going to become a professional driver, and I'm going to do that also while still being in the Navy.
And that's why you got to where you are, because you just went ahead,
Exactly.
focused, stay focused. And a lot of people can learn from that. So I'll ask you a question regards to what advice would you give for young black men, who like to become a professional car racer like you?
Yeah. So anyone, looking to be a driver, the biggest thing is you really got to understand the whole game, right? You have to understand that it's not just driving. It's not like football where it's like solely reliant on your skills, your speed, your size, all that stuff. In racing, like a lot of it's money. I mean, it just costs money: tires, fuel, race cars, race teams, haulers, people. All that stuff just costs money. So if you're getting into racing, you really got to develop the funds. You got to develop a way to get funds, whether that's sponsorship or that's you starting your own little small business and making extra money on the side. Whatever you have to do to have the funds to race, that's what you have to do. So that's what I always tell people: make sure you work on the funding side. You got to get the funding, and then while doing that, you got to get the seat time too, so you can become an actual good driver. To get the seat time, you can actually go practice in real life all the time, or you can train on a racing simulator. Racing simulators are very, very accurate nowadays, and because of that, it's a great way to really train yourself and get yourself ready to actually get in a real life race car.
Right. Yeah, I remember hearing your story at the Military Influencer Conference, and you were
Yeah,
very passionate about it, and you were sharing how much it costs to do this sport. So I know you have to do a lot of sponsorship and probably fundraising, or just pay a lot of it out of pocket.
yeah, yeah. No, the fundraising part is definitely. Well, it's not easy at all, and it takes time. It takes time to learn the marketing side, learn why you are a marketable person, and why
Mhm.
you can be a great brand ambassador for some type of company that is willing to actually sponsor you.
Well, you model that, so I have no doubt that you will get even further than where you have,
Yeah.
being the leader that you are, and the passion that you have for what you do. So, in light, we're gonna get a little bit serious with this now. In light of the recent anti-racism activities,
Mhm.
have you experienced racism directly?
In
And
NASCAR, yeah, in NASCAR, I would say I haven't at the track
or in
ever
it?
experienced any. Huh? Yeah, at the track, I wouldn't say I've ever experienced any racism at the track. Most fans are pretty cool. Most fans are pretty welcoming. I've gotten a lot of support from fans, and part of it's because I'm in the military. A lot of the fans and the fan base in NASCAR are super patriotic, so I've gotten a lot of support that way. But in general, I think a lot of fans are with today's times. A lot of them, and they're cool. I mean, there's always going to be fans, no matter what sport it is, that are always going to have their views. Right now, NASCAR is banning the Confederate flag from any races, which is great. it's really, really great to see that they're doing that and they're finally, making that happen. And there's some fans who don't like that at all. And, maybe some fans won't watch NASCAR anymore. That's fine. At the end of the day, right now is a time where the people who have the views about, Confederate flags or people who are on the racist side of things, all that stuff, most people are getting exposed nowadays. And they're exposed, some of them are exposing themselves. Like different things are happening, like the Confederate flags get banned. All of a sudden, you start seeing some people really getting in an uproar about it, like really getting upset. It's like, why are you getting so upset about a flag that was on the losing team? Like the United States of America won the Civil War, not the Confederacy. No other flags exist anymore. That's it. Like the other ones, yes, we should learn about them. We should learn about the other flags. We should understand what the Confederacy was, what it was about, why the war was fought. We should definitely learn that stuff. Just like we should learn what the Nazi party was about, what Hitler was about. We should learn that. That can never be erased from history. But there's no reason to promote it. There's no reason that we should fly Nazi flags. The Germans don't fly Nazi flags around. You don't see at military bases a Nazi flag posted all over the place or people driving a truck with a big Nazi flag waving out. We don't do that. And I don't care what the history is behind it. You don't do that. You learn about it and you put it away, and that's it. You don't promote it. So same thing with the Confederate flag.
Past tense, absolutely.
The losing team.
Right. And we don't play losing team when we're into races, right? We all
exactly.
One flag and that's it. So I know you love racing and you're passionate about your business. What are some of your hobbies? I mean, besides car racing, what are some of the things that you do for fun?
Yeah, so things I'd like to do for fun. I love snowboarding. Obviously, you can't really snowboard all year long, but during the winter, I love going to the mountains and snowboarding. I think it's really awesome and it's a great skill to have. I love anything that has to do with motors. So, being able to go on a jet ski or go on an ATV or, those side-by-sides or, anything that you can get on something that's moving with a motor. I love doing that. I love esports, so all the, different gaming stuff that's going on. I love that, love that. Big movie person, so love movies. Eventually, I plan on being in films one day. But yeah, those are some of those main hobbies and stuff I really like.
Yeah, that's what I noticed in your bio about the film projects that you've been doing. So kudos to that. And what we're gonna do is just see if anyone have any questions for you because I know you have to get going. Let's see some comments we have. If you guys have any questions for Jesse, please we'll take two or so questions for him to answer. And my husband's on here. He said, "Look fabulous, babe." You're so sweet, babe. Thank you. My husband says he is more than skilled to do both. Absolutely, Navy and NASCAR.
Mm-hmm.
I have Janet joining us from Canada. Stacy Hebert. Someone called joining from Ziomara, joining from North Carolina. You guys have any questions for Jesse before I let him go on with his day because he's a busy guy? Let us know, guys. Thank you very much. So Jesse, I don't see any questions coming in as yet. I just want to thank you for taking this few minutes with us, which is a whole lot on your schedule. And I'm pretty sure we'll talk to you in the future. If you ever want to come back on, we'll definitely have you. And we thank you very much and be safe out there. Enjoy your weekend.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. And thank you so much for having me on the show. Oh, you got a question?
Yeah, I think the ladies want to know, are you married? Are you single? That's something right now.
Yeah, no, not married, but I do have a girlfriend and a beautiful girlfriend, love her. She's awesome. And eventually one day we will get married. Yeah, right now we're just together. Yeah, off the market. Yeah, off the market.
Yeah, I've seen your post and I was like, oh, so sweet couple, beautiful lady, and beautiful couple. So thank you very much for sharing everything with us, and we'll see you next time. Be safe out there.
Yeah, everyone, be sure to go on Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. Follow all my social media pages. I'm super easy to reach on there. So if you got any questions about racing, life, business stuff, I have 2 businesses that I run right now. So any questions on all that stuff, just let me know. I can always help out or at least lead you in the right direction to help out. So yeah,
take this time to share what you do and your business and websites and all that, please.
Yeah, business side of things, I have a trucking company with my brother. So we have semi trucks on the road that haul mainly Amazon stuff. And then on the other side of the business, I put on events, racing events. So I have a drag racing events company where we go to different tracks and host drag racing events. And so far, it's been pretty successful over the last 5 years.
Awesome. My cousin Shane, he's the one who got me into being interested in
Mm-hmm.
car racing. So he was a drag racing driver too. So I'm pretty
Nice,
sure
nice.
I'll send him your link because he's definitely into that stuff. And what
Cool.
we can do is type it in. You can follow Jesse. Go to his website. What's the website address?
So go to my website. Just go to JESSEIWUJI.com. Now, if you can't remember that, just go on Google and type in Navy NASCAR driver, and you should see my name pop up all over the place.
And you were the first Navy NASCAR driver from the academy.
Yeah, there hasn't been any. Yeah,
So you made a history in NASCAR, which is awesome. I
yeah,
just went to
yeah,
your website, Jesse, JESSEIWUJI.com.
yep,
So they have, yes, awesome. All right, we won't take any more of your time. We thank you for coming on again and for sharing all that information with us. And we appreciate
yep.
you sharing your story. Let's see. So, Lieutenant Commander, so what time are you? When are you going to be putting on Lieutenant Commander? You know?
Hopefully here in the next month or so, month and a half, or something like that in that range. Something,
Okay,
yeah.
well, I'll send you congratulations then.
Awesome, cool. Thank you.
All right, brother. Have a good one.
You too.
Okay.
Take care.
Okay. Bye. All right, folks. That was Jesse Iwuji, and you can find him at jesseiwuji.com. He is on the road, on the go, and took some time to be with us, and we truly appreciate it. And we are going to the winner for the book on Happily Joined. You guys joined us with my husband a few weeks ago, a couple weeks ago. So I got through all the comments and saw the most engaged persons was Classy Cat. So Classy Cat, if you're on here, the book is yours. Just send us your address, DM me at Maxine Reyes, or as a matter of fact, you can email Maxine Reyes at Yahoo and just put Jamaicans.com book winner, happily joint book winner, and I'll go ahead and send that to you. Okay, so send me an email, Maxine Reyes at Yahoo.com, and I will send you the book out. And we have the 624. I have a couple minutes if you guys want to ask a question or two of me, and then I'll head out. So, good evening, Michelle. Good to see you. So Michelle is a frequent person who tunes into my shows. And today, Michelle, I don't know if you missed earlier, but we had Jesse Iwuji, a NASCAR driver and a Navy officer on here. And I'm just featuring people who have been blazing their trails and just minority men, especially for this month, because of everything that's going on. I definitely want to highlight people that I usually probably wouldn't highlight, but Jesse would have fit in my military monologue show anyways, because he's military and he's into entertainment, because car racing is sport and entertainment. So you will see a few more men, because usually I feature women, but you'll see a few more men on here in the coming months. I will just feature them because they're doing amazing things. And I believe that although we lift women up and we care for them, we need to be cheering for our men as well. Because we need their support and they need our love and they need our backing. They need to know that we are their cheerleaders. So I will be featuring some more men. I have a chef that's coming on from out of DC in the coming weeks, and I have a female that's going to be coming on as well. So that's going to be it for me today, guys. Jesse was quick because he had to get going, so we didn't get to go into a long talk. But I truly appreciate him joining. I truly appreciate you and join me next week at 6 p.m. Same time. I actually, yeah, same time, same channel, same channel, same platform, Jamaicans.com. If there is anything, I'll be traveling next week. So if there's anything that if I'm unable to join, you guys will I'll let you know, and you guys just check in and see. Okay. All right. Have a great one, folks. You take care and remember to do all things with love, courage, grace, and gratitude. One love.